What's up everybody? Chinese Lunar New Year has just over and we are no longer to cook all those lavish meals with complicated steps anymore. It's back to basic today. Quick and easy meal. So today I have bacon with cabbage stir fry, which is regularly featured in my dinner rotation. Now crispy bacon coupled with cabbage with stir fry in bacon oil is a sure guarantee success recipe. And along the way, I will also show you a few tips how to make it better. So let's get started. Clean and drain the cabbage. Remove any tough outer leaves, especially if bruised or damaged. Then cut it into large portions and remove the thick core, which is tough to eat. Next, cut away the thick part of the cabbage, set aside, and cut the thin leaves into large pieces about 1 to 2 inches square. Now let's return the thick parts and trim off the thick part before cutting them into pieces. I also include some carrots to improve the color and presentation of this recipe. First, cut the carrot into about 1.5 inches section crosswise and then into a 1/4 cm slices and then cut into julienne. Now let's get some bacon. I use about 200 grams of streaked bacon for 1 pound of cabbage. Remember that the size will shrink after the oil is rendered, so do not cut the bacon too small. I prefer to cut them into slices about 1.5 inches in length. You can also include some chilies in the recipe should you prefer it slightly hot and spicy. First, cut 2 dry chilies into sections, then remove the seeds. Alternatively, you can substitute the dry chilies with 1 to 2 teaspoons of chili flakes. I also include a large tablespoon of coarsely chopped garlic in the recipe. You can also include some thinly sliced shallots along the garlic if you like. Now let's start cooking. First, heat the wok without any oil until hot. Then place the bacon into it and let it fry over medium heat until crispy. It will take a while in this process, about 5 to 7 minutes depending on the heat. You may use a skillet or any other utensil if you do not have a wok. After a few minutes, the moisture in the bacon should have evaporated and the oil will start to render. At this point, turn down the heat to medium-low and continue to stir fry until the bacon crisps up. When the bacon becomes crispy, remove them along with the oil from the wok. Transfer the bacon to a wire mesh strainer to drain away the oil and return a portion of the oil required back to the wok to saute the garlic. I did not use all the bacon oil for health reasons, but you can use it all if you are okay with it. Saute the chopped garlic with the bacon oil until aromatic and slightly brown. Next, add the dry chili or chili flakes if you prefer. Then add the carrots and part of the cabbage and turn up the heat to stir fry. When the cabbage starts to turn soft and wilted, add more cabbage as times go by, as the wok cannot contain all the raw cabbage initially. Do not add any water at this stage. High heat is essential as the flavor is best when the cabbage is seared on the outside, creating some slightly charred spots. Continue stir-frying over high heat until all the cabbage pieces start to turn soft. Turn down the heat and season with light soy sauce, black pepper, and salt. You notice now the cabbage has turned soft and the volume has reduced to nearly by half compared to the volume when it first started. Now, add a few tablespoons of water, cover, and let it cook for 2 to 3 minutes to ensure the cabbage pieces are soft. Please note that the water content of cabbage is high, and therefore it is only required to add a small amount of water. Remove the lid and do a taste test to ensure the flavor is right and the cabbage pieces are soft. Since there is still some water in the wok, I stir fry it until all the water has evaporated. Finally, return the crispy bacon to the wok and mix well with the cabbage. Have a few quick stirs and flips and remove from the wok immediately. This bacon and cabbage stir fry is quick and easy, and the flavor of bacon can guarantee that it is delicious. Best to serve with steamed rice. That's how I make bacon with cabbage stir fry, and I have included the recipe in the description below the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, tap the notification bell and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you again in some other similar video soon, and bye for now.